Welcome to Pod Popper's Place. I am Penny, and today I'm working with Kendra's card challenge number 16. This is a quarterly card sketch challenge that runs from October 1st to December 31st, 2024. Today we are working with our super sponsor, craftycritta, and they sent us this fabulous box full of all kinds of foiling goodies. I wanted to share real quickly everything that they sent me. They have these fabulous pre-printed toner art sheets that are ready to foil, and then they sent me some different colors of foil and these toner sheets that you use the negative side of your art that you already printed. So you take your original foil that you used on like this card design, and then you put it on the toner sheets, and then you will have like the negative print of it. They also sent this gorgeous designer paper pack that looks kind of wet and has some fabulous colors in it, and I will be using that for my card today. And they also sent this stamping and blending paper. They do have a foiling machine. It is called the Best Mate. You would need a converter to use it in the United States as it is, because they are an Australian company, but they do, I believe, have a limited edition of a US version. Because I do not have a foiling machine, I only have a regular laminator. My foiling didn't turn out as well as I believe it would with the like Mink or Fuse from Gina K or the Best Mate. And so I did want to be honest about what my results were. So I have some black areas that did not foil, but I do have a very old laminator. It's obviously not either giving it enough pressure or enough heat. And this isn't the first time I've had issues. I've just always had trouble with this laminator working properly with any of the different toner sheets, with any of the different foils that are out there to use. So this is not an unusual problem for me. So I will be getting my own foiling machine. I just haven't decided which one I would like to purchase yet. I would like to try the Best Mate, but I have to see if I can get the limited edition one that they're going to be offering. So I just wanted to show you real quickly how I kind of cover up the black areas that didn't get foiled just by going over it with some heavy black pigment ink, and then I just clean off all the foil areas. This doesn't hide every flaw in the foil, but it does give me a way to kind of make it a little more usable and not be so obvious that there's those black spots that were missed by my machine. So just an idea to give you, and it's still beautiful. And this one here with the leaves, I did foil as well, and I do have some black areas, but I also inked over that. So I'm going to use that as my background today. I also did one with the snowflakes, which I will use in another card on a different video, because this one would be too long to add both of those in here. So I was really excited about using their stamping and blending paper. I do use Nina right now, and that has worked pretty well for me, but I was excited to see how this worked, and I have to tell you, I was blown away. I love this stamping and blending paper. It took so much ink. I put a lot of ink on it, and it did not bleed at all. And I was just like, I kept putting layer and layer on because I wasn't liking how the colors were coming out, and I was just shocked that I wasn't having any bleeding issues at all. The green did go over slightly, but I actually think that was because I did that with my pen, not because it actually bled, because I didn't have any areas when I was finished where the line it had gone outside of the line of my stamp. So I would highly recommend, if you have the chance to try their stamping and blending paper, give it a chance, because that's one of the areas that I've always struggled with, is having a really good paper. And it's not super heavyweight. It is really, really, really smooth. Like, I think this is probably the smoothest paper I've ever felt, actually, but it's not as heavy as some of the other papers that I've had. Always thinking that, oh, well, if it's heavier, then it'll probably blend better. But it just was really nice and smooth and just took all of the ink super well. So really impressed with that. So that's why I wanted to leave my coloring in today, not because I'm a fabulous colorist, because I'm still learning, but I really just enjoyed working on this paper and wanted you to see that. So today is a giveaway hop, and so I hope you will visit all the other creators in the hop today. Kendra's card challenge is currently running, number 16, and the October one has already finished, but there are still 2 months worth of opportunities to jump in and submit your 15 cards. craftycritta is giving away a $25 gift certificate every month, so if you can get your 15 cards in for November and December, you will have 2 chances to win a $25 gift card from craftycritta. For my card today, I did use a stamp set from the Crafty Stamp Company, and they are also a prize sponsor for Kendra's Card Challenge number 16. And I just love this little hedgehog. I think it's just adorable, and I love the balloon with the little fall sentiment on it. I do love fall. I do think that all the colors that on the trees and everything are just gorgeous. Where I live, we've been blessed with a lot of warm days heading into winter, and it just now recently had our first real frost where it actually was very cold. So I am kind of dreading the winter weather that's headed our way, but I did appreciate having that extra warm days even into October. What is your favorite season? Do you enjoy summer most, spring with the colors changing and the light air and breeze, the fall with all the different oranges and yellows of the trees, or do you prefer winter with the snow and the kind of cozy days inside the house? What's your favorite? Once I was happy with the coloring, I went and added some white gel pen accent just to highlight different areas on the little hedgehog. And then as I looked at the back of this cardstock after all the coloring was finished, I was really happy with how it looked and that there wasn't any bleeding. It was, like I said, just a fabulous cardstock to use for this. And then after realizing that even though he is holding a balloon and I didn't intend for him to look like he is flying off into the air, I actually wanted him to be on the ground, so I added a little bit more coloring just to the base of his feet with some little dots for like pebbles and stuff on the ground. I pre-cut all the pieces ahead of time for my card sketch, and I am using a colored card base here, which is not typical for me, but I liked the green and I wanted to tie in the green around little hedgehog's neck with his scarf. So these pieces form like a little square that the hedgehog is going to go in the center of, and so here I have what I call a Lynn-tastic idea, one of our fearless leaders for Kendra's Card Challenge. Lynn of LV Handcrafted. This is her idea, or maybe I just saw it from her, but I'm calling it my Lynn-tastic idea of taping the pieces together on the back so that when I put them on the front of the card, they are already in place and I don't have to try and manipulate them to get them in the right place and make it look like it's supposed to look. So great idea, and I definitely needed to use that here. I apologize for some of my video here being outside of the frame. I am finally in my new craft room after our flooding downstairs, and so I am kind of still figuring out the placement of everything with lighting and camera and all that kind of thing. So thank you for your grace in that area. And after I get my little guy popped up there on some foam tape, I decided to use some of the little extra pieces I had and used them on the inside of the card. I'm not always great about decorating the inside, but I do love the look. So I wanted to add a little pumpkin, and I knew I should not have used just my freehand stamping on that because I went over into the colored area and I was not happy about that at all. But it already was what it was, so I have to figure out later how I want to fix that so that it's making me happy instead of sad. So the leaves and the acorn, I got those on there okay, and I was happy with that. And then I didn't like the empty space, so I did add a little sentiment in the center that says, "Oh my gourd, I love fall." And then I ended up stamping another pumpkin, coloring that, and then adding that in the inside of the card. So thank you so much for being here today. I hope you've enjoyed this hop and this video, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye-bye.